This tutorial deals with input into the model and the use of the Apply Constants button. Users would have noted that each of the input boxes often has a constant input box at the bottom. Constant boxes may be used to apply the same value across the entire range of cells. Copy a row of values across all columns. Copy a column of values across all rows. Or apply a percentage increase across columns. To demonstrate this, let's first look at the application of a single value across all rows and columns. Let's for instance take the total donors recruited box in a face-to-face recruiting activity. If the user was to input a value of 500 in the constant box and click the Apply Constants button, the value of 500 will get applied across the entire range. Users must, however, note one caveat. In case the user goes in and changes some of these values, say making some of them 100 and deleting some values, the user must then delete the value in the constant box. Failing to do so, for instance leaving the value at 500, would result in the model overwriting all changes with the constant value. Which is why it's important that once users use the constant box and then make custom changes, they delete the value in the constant box. If this is done, then the custom changes will remain. The other form of constant box is a row constant, and we can go back to the assumptions product sheet to demonstrate that. In the default frequency of donation, say the user wants to have 20% as the default quarterly percentage and 30% as the default annual percentage. If the user enters these in the constant box and hits the Apply Constant button, it will get applied to the entire range. Once again, it's important to delete these values from the constant box in case the user wants to make customized changes to prevent all these values from being overwritten by the constant values. Input of column constants are very similar. The fourth kind of constant input is a percentage increase year on year. Let's for instance take the cost per donor of welcome material. Say the cost of welcome material is $5 for the entire year of 2010 across products. And the user wants to increase this by a flat rate of inflation, say 2% year on year. The user can then input 2% for the year of 2011. Hit the Apply Constants button and see that the cost per donor of welcome material has been increased by 2% for the year of 2011. This can be repeated for all subsequent years. If users want to retain the same value, they should input a percentage increase value of 0%.